like to do these demonstrations from time to time. So we're doing a demonstration on a black surface versus our black technology. Now, as I said before, when it comes to our technology, that it is black, and it's definitely black. It's very, very dark black, as you can see, but it's a different shade of black. See, all our black screens have interesting shades to them. So that way, if someone tries to do the same demonstration by pouring black paint on top of our paint, we can tell which one's which. So what we have here is a black surface, everyday black surface, like the ones you would have like for a sofa cover or a sheet or something like that. It's very, very dark. And as you can see, our screen is pulling up a very high white level. See, that's one of the interesting things we've displayed about our screens. Novas can do them, 17s can do them. The Nova 17s, the 19s, which is the originals, and then the professionals have this technology, which I'll post those videos below. I'll even go farther back than that. I'll go back to the Luminous 7, which we did this on black paint. Black paint, chalk paint, whatever you name it, versus our technology. See, the one thing I know is when you develop a black technology, it has to be to show the white levels. And that means you're going to have to go out and find all the different things out there in the world that you can basically put against your screen that somebody may try to do in a demonstration and say that, hey, look, this is how the product comes up. The problem is that those particular products can't produce a white level. Any black surface can produce a contrast. The problem is it can't produce the white level. That's how we know that the product that Crow has is not ours, because it can't produce a white level. As you can see at the bottom, looking at it, it's a black surface right there. All right, let's get a few demonstrations off this one because we need this for testing. Oh, like I said, it's black. You see my screen, it's jet black, but it's a different shade of black. See, we do that on purpose. So that way, if some company comes in and tries to say, hey, look, we have the same thing or whatever, no. We have a customized different shade of black, but it is black. That's the thing. When you go to Home Depot or Lowe's and you say, hey, can I get black paint? Like, when you go to Home Depot or Lowe's and you say, can I get black paint? They're going to say, well, what shade you want? You know how many shades of black there are? They all do the same thing. They put a contrast level, but the problem is you got to get them to pull the white level. Let's go over here. All right, let's go over to, let's see. Let's try this with the snowfield right here. See how dirty that comes up looking? It's maybe because the surface does not have the ability to pull white light, Crow. So we know all this stuff ready from the door because all our stuff is tested. But I guarantee you when I go to Home Depot tomorrow and I pick up primer and bullseye primer and I put it against your product, it matches perfectly. Let's go over here and get this one real quick. See, remember I told you that you have to be to see a significant difference, like the Bear Silver screen, when he did the demonstration, you had to be way up on top of the screen to see the difference. You couldn't pull your camera back and see it from a distance because it was virtually impossible. And you can see the difference between those two from here, and I'm sitting back at 14 feet from my screen. Close. All the way back here, you can see the difference. See, but if I take Bear Silver screen and I put that against the Personal Mix and I go back up close, I may see a difference. But if I go all the way back here, I bet you I can't see the difference. There you go. Now you got the point. Now you understand. Now you got the point. Now you got it. See? That's what I was trying to tell you. You had to be to see a difference between day and night. Let's try Beautiful Relaxing Flowers 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
I think they got it on here. Can't see on this dark screen. It's better on my screen. Because my screen can pull what? What is that? A white level. Yeah, it can. It can pull a white level. I always say this kind of stuff for last. It's funny when it's last. Let's see. I think we got it on over here, right? Is this it right here? This is it right here. Oh yeah, we can mimic your black screen you had in your demonstration. We're doing it right now. It's just basically a black paint. That's all it is. Because black paint, it's not designed to pull white level. So any surface, as I said before, any black surface can pull a contrast level. The problem is, can it see white light? And no, it cannot see white light. Only our technology can do that. It's interesting how Black Diamond comes on. They do the demonstration with their technology in the middle of a white screen. I could do my demonstration in the middle of a black screen and show you a white snowstorm. Doesn't it look exactly like the sample sheet he uses in his demonstrations? Isn't that interesting? Let's come out of this one right here. Let's go straight up. And let's go over to this demonstration right here, the big white snow dogs. Let's see what reaction we get out of this one. Well, isn't that interesting? I wonder if we go back to that video with the girl, licking her lips, which is, we go back to that and see if we get the same reaction. See, Crow, you don't know anything. At the end of the day, you know nothing. Because I'll tell you why. You're trying to say that all black screens react that way? All black services react that way? No. Now, when I come back on, you're going against an ultra short throw projector on that black technology. Let's see if you can turn my screen dark. Let's go back a little farther back on that snow wolf, but right about there. We're going to pause that right there, put that right there. I want to see something for a minute. I'm a little curious here. Let's see if we can remake that same demonstration. Let's see what we have. Take your personal mix, and we put that right about here on this screen, right like so, right? Let's take a look at that for a minute. Now that's your personal mix right there. If you had that dark substance, that paint or whatever that stuff was, trying to mimic to make our demonstrations look dark, this is what your product would look next to it. If you did a demonstration, you would be to pull up a much more brighter screen. Isn't that interesting? Let's go back and replay that one. I got interesting. I should start calling myself the truth teller. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to give myself the name called the truth teller. I was thinking that'd be a cool name to have. It's called the truth teller. Now see how much brighter the image comes up? And look at it. It's right next to our screen. Oh, truth hurts, doesn't it? Yeah, we know that the product that he's using is fake. It's not ours. But, like I said, I can go back and I can show you. There's Crow's personal mix right there. There is a snow dog right there on our product right here, which is our new technology, our black technology. And then you have the black surface that can produce white light. So we'll go back again. And as you can see, the snow dog is showing up on his surface. And if that was our screen that was supposed to look like that, you would be to pick up a much brighter image on his screen. But yet we're seeing the snow dogs on the black screen too also, which is on this side. This is our professional product right here. How is that possible? How is that possible? See, if you had a real screen paint, you would have been able to pull up a white level. Since you don't have a real screen paint, that's how it's reacting. Because our real technology can see white levels. See how that works, Crow? So how you just get a dark substance and mix it or whatever it is, and basically all you gotta do is take any kind of black surface, material, whatever it may be, it's gonna react the same way because it can't pull white light. But if you take your surface and put it next to it, now look at you. Now you can pull a nice high white level, and this you try to portray as being our product looking like this, but that's our product right there, the real stuff. Interesting, it's actually matching your screen. How is that possible? You faked your demonstrations. That's what you did. That's what you did. You faked your demonstrations. Simple and plain. Look at the black screen we have here, which is our technology, which is matching the white levels on yours. Oh, I could have become a lawyer. Ah, man, I'm telling you, I could have become a lawyer. So easy. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's check this one out. have a little fun. Let's take your screen. That's a black surface. Let's stick you in here next to my black screen. That's supposed to come off dark. Now I have your product laying against my black screen. Let's see if your product can turn my black screen dark. Not happening. As a matter of fact, you faded out on the colors. Now the problem you have with dark screens, as I said before, is if you make the contrast level too high, your contrast level is too high, yes, you're going to get a much more deeper, darker red, but your white levels are going to drop dramatically. And this is because there's a problem. You have to have an equal balance of red, blue, greens, and different colors, but also white levels, and those contrast levels must remain the same. If your contrast levels are too high and your levels are too dark, that means your black screen is going to start having problems. This is just in case if you decide to ever want to develop a black screen down the line. I'll show you how complicated it becomes. So I'm going to go back here for a minute and show you what you need to see from here so you can understand how black technology actually works. Not the mumbo jumbo nonsense that you're getting and dribbling all over YouTube. All right, now, as you look at the fruit that's being cut, as you notice, that it is dark and dirty on one side due to the fact that the black surface cannot produce a white level, and that's why the surface comes up so dirty. On your side, where you have your screen paint is actually leaning against our screen, my screen's producing a high enough white level to blend into your screen. But the problem is your screen can't see a contrast level. And because it can't see a contrast level, it can't pick up color correctly, which I'm going to show you right here when I slide you right on over to the tomato. Now, if you look at the tomato now, you'll see on your side the tomato is faded and washed out due to the fact that you don't have enough contrast on your screen and your white levels are too high, where the other screen has too high of a contrast level and the white levels are just not even there. All right, we'll pause right here. Now, when we go over to the fruit, if you notice on the fruit that the red levels are much higher than our screen because it's producing a much higher contrast level. But if you look at the skin tones and the background where the cutting board is, it's much darker because the white levels drop. So in a black screen, if you make the white level, black contrast levels too high, then your colors go up a little bit more, but you lose a tremendous amount of white levels, which means you don't have a perfect balance. Gotta have a perfect balance in there or the colors don't pull right. Now, if you look at your product that's leaning against the red fruit, your product is actually, your screen is washed out completely because, again, no contrast and your white levels are too high. You have to have a perfect balance. If you look at our screen, we're maintaining a beautiful color of the fruit and the white levels at the same time, where the black surface is maintaining a darker red, but the white levels are suffering. You know nothing about technology whatsoever. You probably couldn't have understood if I just explained it to you in slow motion. Now I'm being rude. So that's how it works. You don't understand white level balance. You don't understand black level balance. You have to have knowledge of that. And guess what? You don't get that from basically watching YouTube videos. You get that from cracking books, a lot of books. That's where you learn it from. So that's why we know, and how we know, when we look at a screen, when it's displaying too dark of a color, we know for a fact that the bottom line is it's not our technology. I can tell that from a mile away. You think you can fool everybody by coming up there with a black surface? Please, give me a break. There you go. Would you like me to explain it to you again and break it down? Okay. Simple and plain. So the complication of developing a black screen is if you pull your contrast levels too high, your colors will come in darker, but your white levels will suffer, which means you have to have a perfect balance. And the balance can't be too low, because that means then your white levels will be too high and your contrast will suffer. It just has to be right in there. Right in there. It has to be right in there. And you know what tells me the secret of it all? When I display you on the white screen. That's why you sit there, and when I say white level first, it's not to show you that a screen's produce a high enough white level. It gives me knowledge to see exactly where the white levels are laying. And that tells me whether or not the screen's going to be able to produce or not produce. Then I go on to color. All right, so let's back it up a little bit more here. Let's go back over here. So as I said before, any black surface can produce a contrast level. The problem you're going to have is it can't produce a white level. And even if it is able to produce somewhat of a white level, the white levels have to be properly balanced. Just like when it comes to gray screens, gray screens are a bit of a problem, and I'll tell you why. They can't produce a white level next to a white screen. They can't produce a black level next to a contrast screen. They're in between. Now, what makes the Phoenix different from any gray screen? Well, the Phoenix can produce a contrast level and a very high white level at the same time, where the other screen paints we tested, in black screens, other screen paints couldn't do it. And that's why when you display a gray screen Crow, you're supposed to display your contrast levels. But I can go farther than that. I can show you a black surface laying against my screen. I can show you the difference between my screen and a black surface. I will put some links below. Below the links, you will see tests against black paint. You will see tests against several black surfaces that we did against the original Nova and Nova 17. From a 5,000 lumen projector all the way down to a 1,000 lumen projector. We've done these tests. This is what you call a tested qualified product. Now, what I would like to see from Mr. Crow is, I would like to see a demonstration on some of that bare silver screen and that black and white mixture paint you made. Let's do a demonstration up close and far away. Oh, you did that already. And what happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. You mean to tell me that you got to get that close to the screen in order to see the difference? So let's get this straight. You're pulling back 14 feet where I'm standing at right now. 14 feet where I'm standing at 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 now. Are you kidding me, my man? I'm an expert in this field. You can tell the difference between my product and that product from all the way back here. We're way beyond 14 feet. We're at 22 feet right now. That projector's at 14 feet. You don't even know what you're doing. That's why I laughed when you came out of Home Depot with a can with that paint like that. You mean to tell me that you literally have to sit that close to the screen in order to see the difference between the two? There are two black screens laying against my screen right now in your product. So I can stand back 22 feet where we're at right now. We're at 22 feet. At 22 feet, you can see my screen and the other screen and see the difference on the white plate. You can see my screen is producing a high enough white level that's blending into your screen right now, which you can't even see. And you can see that other darkened screen on the other end. Where if you did that with your bare silver screen, you couldn't tell the difference. And we're going to test that theory because I'm going to pick up some bare silver screen. I got your personal mix over there. We'll paint it onto a large screen and we'll back it up and see if we can see a difference. And I bet you won't. Well, you learned a lesson today. You also learned a lesson today. Stop doing fake demonstrations. It's annoying. Now, let's take your product and let's stick this against this surface right here. Right? We'll put this right here, right? This is how Crow does his demonstrations. So he takes a fake product, he sticks it against his screen, and then he goes, look how white my levels are, my demonstrations. Look how the images is. Oh, dude, that's not our product up there. If that was our product, it would be looking like that. That's why I can come out here with this projector and I can throw that black screen against my screen and show you there's a difference. From 22 feet, where in your demonstration, you were in the dark and you were right up on top of the screen. And the only way you could see a slight little difference, you had to be sitting right up on top of the screen to see it. From 14 feet back in the dark with a motion movie going back and forth, you're not going to be able to tell one end from the next. So at the end of the day, those of you who bought that product, the personal mix, you just paid $107 for a product that would probably cost you $23 a gallon. That's what you paid for. Feel free to do the demonstration and post it below. I'm curious if you can tell the difference, because I'm going to do it myself when I get the product. I'm going to go over, I already have the product here. I'm going to go buy me some bare silver screen. We're going to paint up a nice size screen. We're going to stick a screen in the middle, and we're going to back up and see exactly we can see a difference. But meanwhile, over here, you can see a difference, can't you? Yeah. That's the difference between me and everybody else. I can back it up. Let's go over to, let's see. See. LG snowboarding demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
You paid $23. $23 a gallon. That's what it would have cost you to paint that screen in. Saving hundreds. You lost hundreds. Well, actually, you lose hundreds. Yeah, you lost about 100, so. But think about it. You paid $100 for a paint that you could have did for 23, and a gallon at that. You paid for a quart. Wow. At this particular point, you should have a hole in your wall from your head pin print. That's I don't know what's worse, if that's embarrassing or sad. Today, I should call myself Truth Teller. That's my name. And Truth Teller is telling you the truth. But you just paid $107 for a quart of paint that would have cost you $23 a gallon. You know what's interesting? Look how his product is matching my screen here. Ah, you see that? Yeah, I'm having fun on this one. I want to go back there for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Let's go back there for a minute. You know what's even more interesting? I like the fact how people thought, we're going to have some fun with this for a while. I like the fact how people thought that it was the lumen counts on my projector, or maybe it's my projector settings. Oh wait, maybe it's my cell phone settings. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Yeah. I'm laughing at you. I am. I have that right. You made yourself idiots. Sometimes I save this stuff to the last minute. I said I promised when say they were idiot, but today you deserve it. You really deserve it. Sometimes I don't tell you everything. My technology is tested. There are tests on my technology you know nothing about. And sometimes I'll sit and I'll leave it and wait for later. I won't show you right away. I like how people, I like when people dig a hole till their head disappears. And then later on I go, voila, here you go. Check out this demonstration right here. Didn't know, did you? So my projector is a 5,000 lumen Chrissy, as we all know. And a 5,000 lumen Chrissy, we're thinking, oh, at one point someone was saying, oh, the reason why your screen's pulling up such a high white level because you're using those 5,000 and 4,300 lumen projectors. Well, I have 1,000 lumen projectors, I have 600 lumen projectors, I have quite a bit of projectors, I have over 40 projectors. So, no, it's not that. But even at 5,000 lumens, look at the screens don't even match when it comes to the white levels. How is it possible? Oh man, I'm gonna come over and make me a cup of tea and just think about this one. So even at 5,000 lumens, there's still no difference there. You see that? Well, actually, there's a big difference there. But look at that. So that means it has nothing to do with the lumen count of the projector. It has nothing to do with my projector settings. My projector's at 28 on freaking eco mode right now. That's what my big boy's on eco mode at 28 on brightness. So it's not the projector. It's not the brightness. Just run out of things, aren't you? Let's finish this off. See, what you don't understand is, again, I'm explaining something to you. In order to get a contract, again, they're going to test your stuff on everything. If you don't test your own stuff, they're going to do it for you. And you're going to fail miserably and be embarrassed. So to keep yourself from getting embarrassed, you do your test correctly. That way you don't have to worry about someone doing this to you. Let's pause this for a minute. Now that's how Crow does his demonstration. He takes a black dirty surface or paint, whatever, because paint's not going to show up on our screen because paint can't pull a white level. It's black paint. Doesn't have that capability. It's paint. That's what it's designed for. It's designed to paint your walls, paint your furniture. It's not designed to be turned into a projection screen. Boom! Now that's Crow product against our product. Boom, 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 boom. Man, this is why I'm going into research and development, and I'm leaving this behind. To them deal with this. I'm going to research and development. I am tired of going on camera every single time and have to prove to people that, good gracious, seriously, you want to play games with me, really? Are you kidding me? I mean, I could do this all day. I can embarrass you all day if that's what you want. I came out here, yesterday, and debunked the theory of that whole freaking UV mix nonsense. And now I came out here and show you how they did it. Yep. Yes, sirree. Color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
Where'd you get color red? I gotta look that up. Color red. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Ta-da! There you go. That's why the image was coming up so dark like that. You never realized, why was the image coming up so dark, like that dark, dirty red? Why was it coming like that? Because the surface does not have the ability to produce white light, which is very important when it comes to a black screen, believe it or not. And meanwhile, Crow's product has washed out. I'll tell you something that's like it's boring from day to day. Again, blue screen, ta-da! There we go. Yeah. So you paint a screen all black with everyday black paint and you stick his product in the middle of it. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? It looks like he's actually producing a very, very bright image over a black screen, doesn't it? Man, you are going to be in court. You're done. I don't even need a lawyer. I can just do this myself all day long in court. You are done. Oh my goodness, you are so done in court. It's not even funny. I'm gonna sue you for a whopping. I might even sue you for more money. I might even go for more money. You're not that smart, man. You really thought that you were going to basically think that I wouldn't have the screen tested on a black level? Are you kidding me? Who doesn't do that to begin with? Why in the world would you make a black screen and not test it against other black screens? I mean, that's kind of stupid, isn't it? I mean, a company can come out and just do the same thing with black paint and black vinyl, whatever. You don't have any tests to back up your product. But I do. But anyway, let's move on. Oh man, I can't wait to go to court. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm even being told right now from one of my attorneys, I don't even need them. There is so much evidence on it. It is so funny. It's not even funny how much. I don't even need an attorney. It's just so much. You can't prove it's the screen. Wow. All right, let's move on because it's just, I don't want to gloat over, have fun, too much fun on this. Let's go over to purple. Is that purple or is that fuchsia pink? That's fuchsia pink. Pa-dow! I'm gonna call myself the truth teller. Somebody just sent me an email about talking about the truth teller, talking about, no, you need to tell the truth. Oh, you need me to tell the truth? Really? You want that? Okay, well, here we are. Let's see. Let's go with 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's go over to the bright, beautiful colors right over here. Look how dirty that image comes up on that surface. Wow. Doesn't that look exactly like the demonstration he was using in his demonstration? That same color comes up the same way? Not only now are you basically a fake, but you're proven as a person who comes on YouTube and just puts out deceitful and dirty demonstrations to make other people's products look bad. And as I'm recording this, mind you, I have a professional version. It's going to be recorded for court. Because they may ask, hey, Mr. Bird, do you have any proof that your product is different from any black screen or any surface? Bam! I do. And your product can't even pull up a blue. Where's the blue at? Blue's gone. Can't pull it up. Let's try something else. Let's go over to, let me see. Where's the one with the girls walking? We already did the snow dogs already. There we go. Let's pull this one up. Oh, it's really bad. Oh, it looks exactly like in this video. Wow. Who knew? We do. We knew. Look how dirty the yellow looks. That's just awful. I don't know what's more embarrassing. The people who commented on the video that sound like they want to be smart, and they're embarrassed now. Or the person who made the video, who went in and talked all this nonsense. This is the reason why he's been canceling his orders like crazy. You can't have this product come over here. It'll get destroyed. Interesting. Let's see. J&K 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's go with, let me see. Welcome
to Kelly Slater's Surf Ranch, where 14 men and women will...
Look how dirty the commercials come up on it. Look at that. It's awful, isn't it? Awful? If somebody can just come on there and just spread lies like that out of nowhere. See, there, oh man, and you have so many videos, Don't worry, don't think about basically erasing them. We got dubs on everything. So don't worry about that. Let's go over to this one right here. This is one of his personal favorites he loves to do. Don't erase anything. It's not going to do you any good. When I get done at a court, I'm going to talk to my attorneys to contact YouTube's legal department. Instagram, Facebook, and whatever social media site. I'm going to wipe you clean off everything. I'm going to make sure you receive a lifetime ban from YouTube. Or we'll sue them to allow them to use your platform to slander my technology. So that's your choice. And they're not going to lose money over you. So you can be bye-bye. Now, I won't be contacting them. My attorneys will be taking care of that. Oh, isn't that interesting? Let's go back to the other one. Let's see if that matches one of your demonstrations. Let's see. Let's go over here, and over here. And I'm going to put a slew of demonstrations. I want you to see the black paint. That's a good one right there. That's a really good one. Let's go over here. Let me see. They're even going to match the color. They may even ask you to bring that sample sheet in. Yep. They may ask you to require you bring that sample sheet in. Because they want to match it against their product to see if it's the same. It's going to have to perform the same way too. Let me see. Where do we have it at? We had it right in here. Let's see. Was the white one? No. Was that one? No. What was that? Let me see. I'm thinking on this one. We have white demonstration. Oh! 4K snow screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
I'm really curious. Aren't you curious? And meanwhile, there's Crow's product right there laying against our black screen. Maybe a little farther up till we get to the snow. There we go. Now, mind you, Jamie, we're at, let's see, much projector. Let's bring it back over here. We're going to be at 13 feet, about 14 feet with my projector sitting right here. Here we are, 14 feet right here. At 14 feet, you can see the difference between the black surface there, my screen, and your product. Why is it when you did the demonstration, you had to be so close to the screen where you're actually touching it with your fingers? You know why? Because you had to be that close to see the difference. I'm pretty sure if my technology looked like this, you would know the difference when you came in and saw the screen. It'd be really dark, wouldn't it? It's a 5,000 lumen projector. Think about this. A lot of power, 5,000 lumens. You know what I'm looking at when we get in court? I'm looking at your Adam's apple. You know why? Because you're swallowing. Yeah, when you get in court, you might even have a little attack in there. Your anxiety is gonna go through the roof in there. Boy, your head's gonna be spinning, it's gonna be all over the place. Because all the deceitful lies and all the things you did are gonna come to light in that room. Watching that judge hand you down that lawsuit is going to be the best day of my life. And Pete, if you want to throw a punch, go ahead. I'm a 7 Dan. I'll receive you. You have no problem. I have no problem taking you down. Hey, if any of you want to arrange a ring fight, you let me know. I'll sign those papers with no problem. Full contact, straight to the head, no problem. Well, let's move on. Just in case you think about doing something that's stupid. All right, let's move on from here. Let's see. Wow, we just amazing. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. Just look at that. Oh, man. Let's see if we can bring something else up. Yeah, he's faking demonstrations left and right. But I don't know what's, like I said, we get that bare silver screen. I'm going to paint me a big old screen out of that bare silver screen. I'm going to put this right in the middle. We're going to come back here around 14 feet. We want to use a 5,000 lumen projector too on top of that. Now let's see if that screen blends in. If you can tell the difference. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put that on my forum site. See how many people can tell me if they can see the difference. Let's go over to this one right here.
At Walton University, we believe that a good education is an education for good. Good pushes.
Some people sit there and say, well, you're supposed to be a Christian. I'm a 7th-degree black belt. You think I'm going to let somebody put their hands on me? You lost your mind. I'm military trained on top of that? Please. That's not going to happen. You're right. And people say, well, you never went to the military. No, my dad was actually military. We were trained under him. He was actually an expert hunter, too. Survivalist. Very, very good in his field. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Unbelievable. Wow. See, and that's what I'm saying. I'm curious. Like I said, when he did that demonstration, I couldn't even believe how he walked out of Home Depot with the bare silver screen in his hand. We got to go back and look at that video again. We got to go look at it again. I already recorded the whole video just in case if he deletes it. What else do we have here? Let me see. Now we're going to have to make a screen out of that now. I'm going to cut that and make a screen out of it. I'm going to use that for our demonstrations from now on. For now on, oh, wait a minute. There's one missing. We got to do this one. Where did we find that demonstration? Let me see. We got to do the one with the lips. Let's see if we can get a match on that one. All right, let's do this one right there. Let's go over here. Right there. Okay, we got this one. So this is the one right here that'll bring me to the other video. Okay, okie dokie. Let's go with the eyes first. Look how dirty the skin tone is. Wow, look at how dirty that is. Look at that. Look at that. Look how dirty the skin tone is there. I mean, look how washed out his product is here. You ready for this? I am. Are we back again? There we go. There we go. See, any black surface can pull contrast. That's easy. It's the white level you gotta pull. Oh, how you fake so much. You fake so much. Look how dirty that image came up. You fake so freaking much. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Crow. I don't even know how you call yourself a decent human being at the end of the day. Let's get a... Let me see. We did snow. We did the dogs. What else do we haven't done yet? The Skyworth demonstration is a very bright demonstration. Can't really think of anything else. We're at 38 right now in our time. I'm having some fun here. Just shit. All right. Oh, sorry. Cancel. I got someplace I want to go. Let's go to... Oh, this is what it's right here. That white's from dark right there.
Hello, Max. Dr. Nefarious just crowned himself Emperor of this dimension. The battle.
I'm supposed to be buying this game. Literally, I'm supposed to be buying this game. I gotta go pick that up today. That's how dark this product comes up. Yeah, man. You lie too much, man. I can come here all day and debunk your stuff. You lie too much. We have to do these tests. Anybody, like I said, anybody on a serious note, anybody who's developing any form of product, you have to test against other gray screens. You have to test against other black screens. That has to be tested. If you're going to tell me your product is 100 times better than mine, then where are your demonstrations? Where are your tests? I don't see any tests. Have you done over 18 certified screens? What about that projector? You get the same projector I have. I haven't seen a demonstration of you pulling that projector all the way back 18 feet. You don't have 22 feet, so just take what you can. But wherever you should pull back, fully lit environment. When I do that demonstration, I have to display a Starfield demonstration when I do those demonstrations. And I have to do that against certified screens with white, black, blue, green, yellow, orange. You don't do any of those demonstrations. If your product is just as good as mine, how about you match every demonstration under any one of my products? You can start off with that 13 feet back at 1,000 lumens, and you can do that on a Starfield demonstration on your product today. The product doesn't work, Crow, and it doesn't, and never will. It's every day, at the end of the day, it's black and white paint. That's what it is, literally. The UV mix can't even pour a proper white level. Just gonna get some brighter snow dogs in there. Let me show you something interesting. This is Crow's personal mix, right, people? Stick that in the middle right here on top of the black surface. Watch this. If you notice that my screen on this side is black, it's matching the same white levels your Katrina is doing there. And the black surface is coming up dirty and ugly, which that's the product you claim to be our product. That's how our product is supposed to be reacting. You've been outed, buddy. You're a fake and a liar. And that's all you do. Just get on camera and fake and lie all day long. And if somebody challenges your product to bring it up here to do some demonstration, the first thing you do is you get scared and start canceling. First, you come on and give us an invite to buy what we want, which we did, and you cancel that. Then you came back in and made another order, and you cancel that. And you did that for another 5 more times. And then you have a nerve to send me a message like, oh, you can call me. If you call me, you can get the product. We don't need to call you. I'll just have one of my buyers going that you never even heard of before and have them get the product so we can have it right down here like we have your product right now. How do you think we're able to obtain your 3 products right now? You sent it to somebody that you didn't even know was from us. And that's what we're going to do. All right, we're over our time here. I'm done here. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. Next time Mr. Crow wants to go out and grab his black dirty sample sheet or wherever God knows that crap is supposed to be, I'll just shoot him one of these demonstrations right here to wake up that we call it groundhog syndrome. That's what he has. He wakes up one day and goes, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a black sample sheet and put it against the wall. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a black sample sheet and put it against the wall. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take, please. The judge will probably ask, did you know this video was available that Mr. Bird basically posted? Oh, yeah, he knew it was available, Your Honor. And he still continued to do that over and over again. Yeah, you're going to get your clock clean in court. Well, if I were you, I'll start saving my pennies for a very, very good lawyer. Just get a cheap one. You're going to lose anyway, so it don't make a difference. You're going to lose anyway. And you are. You're going to lose. You're going to have to prove it. Like I said, he needs to talk to a real attorney, not that fake one, which hasn't even called us back yet. At all, period. But you need to contact an attorney and tell him exactly what are your odds of winning that case. And he's going to say, well, a snowball's got a better chance in hell than you right now. So I wouldn't get attached to your collection too much. I really wouldn't. Just pretend it's not there, because pretty soon it won't be there. All right, with that being said, thank you all for your time. Got to go in. God bless. You don't have